free as a motherfucker. Mmm.
They said he was untouchable. Money, fame, power, Diddy had it all. For decades, he built an empire on music, fashion, and charisma. But the same empire that made him one of hip-hop's biggest names is now collapsing under the weight of federal evidence and decades of whispered rumors. Just days before his sentencing, a federal judge closed the door on Diddy's last attempt at freedom. His motion for a new trial denied. His plea for acquittal rejected. The judge's words were clear. The evidence was overwhelming. This wasn't about social media gossip or tabloid rumors. This was a courtroom stacked with digital proof, witness testimony, and a paper trail that painted a picture prosecutors called impossible to ignore. For years, Sean Diddy Combs lived like the rules didn't apply. But in 2025, that illusion finally broke. So what was this overwhelming evidence? Two women, Cassie Ventura, his former girlfriend, and another identified only as Jane, took the stand. Their testimony was detailed, emotional, and painfully specific. They described manipulation, control, and encounters they said they never wanted to be part of. Then came the escorts, describing what they called freak-offs, parties where everything was controlled by one man. But words weren't all prosecutors had. They presented text messages, emails, even digital receipts, every piece lining up perfectly with the witnesses' timelines. One text, according to reports, showed just how much control Diddy allegedly had over every situation. When digital proof matches human testimony, juries don't need much convincing. Still, not every charge stuck. In July, the jury cleared him of the most serious accusations, the ones tied to human exploitation and racketeering. That shocked the public. But Diddy didn't walk away clean. The jury found him guilty on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, a federal law used to prosecute the illegal transport of individuals across state lines for sexual activity. Each count carries up to 10 years in prison. Prosecutors want 11 total, 5.5 years for each served back-to-back. 55 years old, that's more than just time. That's the possible end of an empire. The government's argument for a harsher sentence was brutal. They said this wasn't a one-off mistake. It was a pattern: manipulation, coercion, abuse of power, all carried out knowingly. They didn't just paint him as guilty, they painted him as calculating. And that kind of framing can change everything when a judge decides your fate. For Diddy, the stakes couldn't be higher. This is about more than prison time, it's about legacy. For decades, he was hip-hop royalty. The flashy parties, the million-dollar deals, the image of a man who could do no wrong. But that image has shattered. Even before this trial, civil lawsuits and disturbing allegations had begun to surface. Now, with a federal conviction on record, his brand partners are gone. Fans who once called him an icon are turning away. The question isn't just how much time he'll serve. It's whether there's anything left to save. Because when you strip away the fame, the money, the myth, what's left is a man facing the same justice system he once thought couldn't touch him. Diddy's sentencing is only days away. Will the judge side with prosecutors and make an example of him? Or will one of hip-hop's biggest moguls somehow escape with a lighter sentence? Either way, one thing's for sure. The Diddy the world once knew is gone. And in 2025, even power can't buy immunity. Subscribe for updates, because what happens next could change the music industry forever.